Okay, should we do that again? Yeah. And.
This is a new project by one of Chicago's most accomplished choreographers.
Okay, so wow, I'm just gonna dive in there.
Carrie Hanson's the artistic director of the Seldoms, and she's got a wonderful, ambitious sense of what dance is and how we can experience it.
Marchland is an evening-length work. It's very high energy, it's very kind of frenetic and chaotic. It's very fast-paced and kind of relentless. It's inspired by an existing video piece called Crevice, made by Fraser Taylor.
Crevice is made by drawing directly onto 16mm film, which is obviously a very tiny surface.
He just took open film stock and started drawing and scratching and marking on it.
The drawings are actually made by very tiny gestures, by my fingers or by my hands, and then it became really exciting when I could then project it onto a wall or a building or any other surface and play around with those scales.
There is certainly some of that agitation within the dance.
And then we started opening up a conversation about what Crevice was about in terms of borders or boundaries.
Tina, you run up stage, Philip, you run that way.
In this particular piece, we work a lot with proximity between bodies. Sometimes the space will be really dense and full and saturated, and then we're going to settle that way down and try to create a sort of remoteness or a silent space. A lot of the dancers actually have backgrounds as athletes. The women are strong, the men are strong. We move against kind of typical gender stereotypes. The women are lifting men, equally.
Like many of her projects, this one's interdisciplinary. She's bringing in Tim Daisy, the composer and experimental percussionist, and her longtime costumes and fashion collaborator, Lara Miller.
Tim Daisy, Fraser Taylor, Nicholas O'Brien. We're also bringing in an architect named Joel Huffman, who we've worked with a lot, and he'll be collaborating with Fraser on bringing Fraser's smaller scale sculpture into a larger kind of a set design.
It's going to fully envelop the MCA stage, creating a kind of immersive experience.
It will be a sort of provocative and ask a certain level of engagement from the audience.
The actual effect is completely electric.
It's not for the weak-hearted.
Yes!